Jesus.
Early.
This is funny.
It's early in
the morning.
I'm not here to take any shit from Demetrios X. We don't even know which Demetrios it is.
Who knows?
I'm certainly not here to field those sorts of complaints. Gathered throng, it is I, your internet friend, Jerford K.
Yeah,
Horkins.
pancake sauce.
I know.
Right at you.
They're right back in.
It is fucking relentless today.
It is true. Scientific Fire, obviously, thanks so much. Anyway, it's me, your internet friend, Jerford K. Horkins, and however it came to be, fallen ass backwards into Twitch's brewing program acquisitions, Intoxicated. I'm joined, as almost always, by a newly refreshed,
God, I feel exhausted as hell.
Casual dress. Eric
casual
J. Benson.
Tuesdays. You didn't get this?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, and also you got like the shoeless DM action over here as well.
That's the best.
I'm seeing a barefoot.
I got the hobbit feet.
Yeah. So you've emerged from SCA, and now you've devolved. Apparently. Yeah. But anyway, it's Edge Benson, Azerbaijan, Notorious EJB. Our purpose is to give you that which you already own, the art and science of brewing. Of course, it requires this sacred crucible.
That's the thing.
These material components over
too.
here. We navigate the hero's journey each time we start this program. And just for your knowledge, in case you did not see the tweet, Kiko no feel so good, post Gen Con crud.
Yeah, it's a crud, all right.
It took him down.
The whole convention got it.
It took him down. But that's okay. What we're going to do instead, still Battletech themed, certainly for us. We're going to be taking full advantage of some new battle mechs.
I got tanks to paint. I got tanks.
Did you get your
I got my mercenaries
shit?
bundle.
Hey, yes. Now that's going to be good times. So we're going to still Battletech themed, but it's going to be a craft extravaganza. Of course, as I suggested before, the hero's journey, so vital, so crucial. We're going to undertake it right now.
Oh, yeah.
So what do we got inside that? That's a big bag.
Yep.
You got that sack? What's going on?
That's almost 100% grain.
Yeah, I mean, I should hope. I should hope that grains figure prominently in a grain bill.
It's predominantly Golden Promise with roasted barley, because this is the last craw. Caw.
Alaska craw.
It's a black IPA.
Oh, boy.
There's roasted barley that's giving it the color and a little bit of flavor.
I love what I'm hearing. And so we must have cooked this up, I mean, back in the day. Ooh,
look at Belma.
You were able to find the Belma.
Got Belma.
This is what we're talking about. Obviously, thanks and praise to Micro Home Brew. Now, well, here, let's take a look in here. I'm trying to remember, what was the theme?
I don't know, last call.
Yeah, it's some kind of bird. Crimson, thanks so much for the sub. Yeah, this beer could potentially rep the natural world. Oh, it's holly.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why. It makes sense. Big bird energy.
Big bird energy. Ooh, look at that.
That is lovely.
Oh, God, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a grip. That's a grip of it for
That's a
sure.
grip.
But now take a look at this. All that dust.
Yeah.
It's right into the mouth. Good God, look at this thing. You don't have the overhead, right, Josh?
I mean, sure.
Kind of, sorta. I mean, let's. If you have it, I'll scooch it.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
Ooh,
right.
Look at that.
I'm just telling you,
That
this
looks
thing
cool.
is almost up to the top. That Golden Promise, that big husk.
I want to see how much I'm balding.
That big husk. Listen, you're doing pretty good.
Look at that. Look at that. This is bald.
I gave it up. Oh no. This is.
You gotta look up and talk up at the upper camera now, Jerry. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's a cool shot.
Is it?
Kind of funny. Yeah.
All right, now. Yeah, big weedy bite on that. That is going to be incredible. And there's some roasted barley in there for the rest of the flavor profile.
Yeah.
Black IPA.
I think the roasted barley is going to be really neat. I mean, the golden
Oh, yeah.
the sweetness with the roastiness, that's probably
No, that's going to be really nice. And then in this context, Belma with its notes of orange marmalade. That's got to be that has to be considered a beast.
Yeah.
Right here. So how much of that's going in here?
1.25 ounces.
Oh, in the first.
Yep. I mean, if you want to get crazy, you can put another 0.5 ounces in the second.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, is it ready to do that?
Yeah, I can change
add it here, yeah.
Listen, you know what? We can change. We can do whatever we want. It's our life.
Yeah. Well, this is the whole reason.
It's now or never.
This is the whole reason that we home brew. All right. So 1.25 up front, which is a grip.
It's a grip.
That's a substantial supply.
It's a grip.
Nice. Everybody's picking up on these lyrics. Oh, Belma just does not smell like other hops. Most hops smell like hops. Belma,
Solid call.
right? Belma is distinct.
Ooh, that smells good.
Oof. All right, that's real nice. All right, so let's get up to 1.25 here.
Oh, wow, we went crazy with the bitter units in this thing.
Oh yeah?
It's 75 IBUs.
Or the channel did at any rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
0.25 looking right, and then we'll put 0.5 in that secondary one, and that is Whirlpool.
Yeah.
Can you tell the kids at home?
It's all flavor and aroma.
All flavor.
All flavor, all aroma.
It does not add bittering because it doesn't spend a lot of time in contact. It just pops in at the end, a little quick goodbye, and then we're out.
Well, hello.
All right, 0.5 you say. Perfect. So we'll hit that in chamber 2. Get my sacred tools out here.
You should be
Boys down
set.
here. All right, here. Well, let's take it to the hoop.
Push it to the limit.
Here, now, Orion, I saw you in there. I saw you repping the natural world. I mean, I know you mostly from your
Oh, God.
expertise
The computer's blowing up.
int. I did not know that you were a C-team enthusiast. That brings me great joy.
What the hell is the C team?
I'll tell you all about it. It's possible that you hit your head because you were largely responsible for it.
It was funny. I went into Jasmine's chat one day.
Oh, yeah?
And she was talking about certainty, and I was like, who is certainty? And the chat just attacked me. It was the best.
Yeah, they came after you.
Yeah. They're like, how do you not know? You know what?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to take that off.
Sure.
Seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. You mean tape on hot plastic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's external.
Why did we do that?
It's covering up.
People have ideas for things that they think are better.
Well, it's covering up this scratched
Hole?
in.
It's covering up a hole?
Well, no, May 19th post EC sample 2.2. So this must have been one of our secondary supplies.
Oh, God. We don't have the... Oh, it's going to be an interesting one.
All right, start.
See if this leaks.
Skip. Start. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple reasons why there might be something interesting happening at this exact juncture. One, it is a pretty full box, right?
Yep. Ooh, they're even cold, Josh. That's awesome.
What are these?
Beer's dry,
Here's
Josh.
from my fridge.
Oh, just beers I had in the house.
Right in your home when I left.
Well, here.
Probably had some.
Well, here, let's take a look at them. But the main one that I want to get to
I want to get to all of them because I'm really, really thirsty right now, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to get drunk to quench that thirst.
Oh, well, I mean, fair enough. This is the main thing I wanted to do.
That looks insane.
It's crazy pants. So I had a chance to go down to Russian River once. I went on a wine tour thing that Ryan Hartman had set up, and because he is really nice, he set me up with, he put a little beer thing inside the trip.
So you didn't have,
Exactly. And so Russian River is mostly known for Pliny the Elder, which is a beast, you know, strong ABV, like incredible bittering. But they have a bunch of other stuff there too. And some things you can only get like in the tasting room. But for whatever reason, my corner store was finally able to penetrate the inner sanctum. It's hard to get Russian River stuff out
I
here.
don't know how the hell he got it in kegs. Like, that's insane.
This is what I mean.
Like,
So he's got kegs.
What palms did he have to grease? Like, what deal did he have to make?
It's a slippery palm at this point. We know that. But my understanding, I mean, I'll go ahead and read the narrative here. Happy Hops. I just thought you'd like the branding. It's really funny
it's
looking.
hilarious.
Happy Hops was originally brewed in 1944 by the Grace Brothers Brewery in Santa Rosa, California. We are paying homage to the Grace family, whose brewery closed in the 1960s, and have revived Happy, the charming hop character who graces the front of this label. Happy Hops is an IPA brewed with both new and old world hop varieties, giving this beer bold aromas and flavors with notes of tropical and stone fruit.
That's awesome.
Anyway, it's just a good vibe. Anytime you see something like that, anytime you see like the beer with the project around it, like who does?
This looks like a Nuka-Cola. Like, it looks like a Fallout. Like
who does the 90 minutes? It's dog something.
Dogfish.
Dogfish. That's it. Not ghost fish.
No.
That's the.
Those are our gluten-free friends.
Yeah, gluten-free. They do a lot of weird projects where they're trying to discover some old thing and they're trying to recreate a recipe, or like 1554 from New Belgium.
And I always think that's interesting, right? Like, I love when breweries try to do that, but also on the flip side, we're kind of in the golden age of brewing now, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like we've got all the cool new toys, we've got all these grains, all these different hops. It's like, yeah, we could go back and recreate these old recipes, but they probably weren't really that great anyway because we didn't, have all the stuff.
We didn't know we didn't know shit.
So it's like, what's actually better? Like, the nostalgia stuff is kind of cool, but
but the nostalgia stuff is definitely big. But as we've seen, because we've had, we've occasionally had an opportunity to, engage with brewing professionals.
Yeah.
And it is very often the case that they can absolutely address a modern palate, but like as artists...
Oh, you're going to have to pour more on that.
What's that? Well, here. As artists and craftspeople, when they want something for themselves, they like to make crazy shit, but when they make something for themselves, they make the simplest, oldest school shit.
Oh, that looks so good.
What a crazy color. Here, I'm going to put these over here.
Oh, yeah.
What a gentle beast.
Reminds me of the apple juice.
Yeah. It's Martinelli's, right?
Martinelli's, yeah.
It's Thanksgiving shit.
I
Yeah.
was thinking more of the apple juice in the one with Howie Mandel where he's a monster.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Is that Little Monsters or
Yeah,
something?
Little
Monsters,
Monsters.
yeah.
All right.
That kind of apple
I did. You know what's funny? I never had Martinelli's till I came out here.
It might be hyper regional.
Yeah, I
Do you
think
have your own cidery out there?
Every corner,
Right,
like they're all like local apple cideries, right?
Sure, totally. Yeah. And over in Spokane, it's a little bit clearer, like which orchard these things are coming from, right?
Right.
Because it's not hard to get out there and do you pick or get jugs of cider.
Oh, because that's more of a Eastern Washington thing,
Yeah, it has to do with the
like the region or whatever.
yeah, exactly. That's where a lot of it happens. So it's going to be south and it's going to be east.
I mean, it's probably somewhere on the 1822
it's a little
Pacific
drier.
Northwest.
Yeah, it's a little bit drier.
Yeah. Oh, it smells great. Take a whiff of that.
so bright.
Oh, that's a classic IPA.
Right. There's just, and I think that when they grabbed this old school branding,
That is like,
and there's just nothing wrong with it. It's like
that's like your first IPA. type of thing.
exactly. It's a calibration tool that you use to identify if your lupulin sensors are operating like right in the middle of the graph. Very, very nice. It's not too strong. I gotta snap a shot for the boys.
Yeah. So at Penzig, we, myself and a guy that operates another bar, and
Another bar that is built and manufactured in the Great Camp.
Yep, and we operate on different nights. So we're Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. He's
you work it
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
So it's like closed?
Yeah. But on the nights that he's open, myself, him, and our friend Mo from Quebec.
Yeah.
Every night we all bring, so I'll bring 20 beers from Seattle, that are specific to the Seattle region, or Oregon, or
That's a great setup.
And
just bottles and cans?
yeah, John brings stuff from the East Coast, and Mo brings beers from Quebec, and we just literally go around and.
Oh, is this the beer tour that you were talking about? Oh, okay, because you had sent me a text, maybe as you were starting to begin the ritual. So do you basically record all of the beers that you have during this festival?
The only time I ever use Untapped is when we have those tasting nights.
Well, it's good because you want to keep track of it, right? If you find something, you're going to experience, 40 beers you maybe have never had before?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You want to make sure that you are, that you have a path back into it if you're looking for it again. Yeah, classic IPA, as in it tastes like it traveled from England to India via boat. Yeah, I mean, hop as preservative, right? Flavor is important. Oh, Lord Wynn, hail. Flavor obviously is important.
That's real good.
But it's good.
This is a beer that, so I like when beers are at cellaring temperature, right?
Yeah. And it's this temp, I think,
This one I want colder.
Yeah. For that much hop, I mean, for the most part, the beers...
It might just be the day.
Well, no, but also the beers that you have, the beers that you tend to have at a cellar temperature, they tend not to be very hoppy. With something like this...
No, this is super
want
refreshing.
It to be colder, so that all of that bitterness just sparkles on top of that. Otherwise, it gets a little homogenized, essentially, right? All right, now.
No, God, happy hop. Jesus.
Yeah, it's just good. It's just right. Now, Ghostly, yes, you're exactly right. It looks like a cartoon version of beer. It looks like Duff. That's what it looks like, right? It looks like look
Duff.
at the color.
Yeah.
This is a stupid color for a real thing to be.
That's hilarious.
I think so too. All right, here. So, Josh also found some stuff.
We have
in
a Lagunitas.
Yeah.
A little something.
These are.
This sounds really neat.
Well, yeah, Lagunitas. This is a classic one here.
This is a Red Hook. Red Hook did a juicy, a big Ballard.
Yeah. And I was just going to say, so Ballard, obviously, very, very much.
Orange, pineapple, star fruit, and coconut. We're going to do that last because I don't know if I'll die drinking it or not.
Oh yeah, because it's with the deadly nut, right?
Yeah, the coconut. But we'll see.
Yeah, let's
try that.
We don't have to. But yeah, Lagunitas, little something. This is I'll put that over there. That is a classic, traditional product. And for a while, Lagunitas had they had a Ballard spot, remember?
Tap room. We went there once or twice.
Yeah. And we tried some of their experiments that they had there, and they were not especially good.
It's funny that that's the one place in Ballard that couldn't make it. It's like
so they had a big.
It was huge.
Thing.
It was a warehouse.
I mean, it had a warehouse. It was basically almost like a festival space.
Yeah, from Crimson, for me, it does. Oddly enough. Still a tree nut, I guess. I don't know.
All right. But they have lots and lots of great. I mean, they have lots of solid beers. They've been around for a minute. They were a indie hero. I think.
Totally. Well, they were one of the first big IPA companies, and the big thing was the owner was like, we're never going to sell out.
Well,
and that was the big thing. And then what happens?
Yeah.
I don't blame them. I'm like, fuck that, sell out.
Well, I mean, a lot of people they don't have a concept of what that term means. I was listening to.
I don't know, Voodoo. It still triggers my allergies for some reason.
Yeah.
It may not be because it's a tree nut, but it still gives me my throat itching. It's weird.
So this is actually very, very good. There just isn't. Yeah. There just isn't anything wrong with it. Yeah, and I think typically the thing that I think sells it for me is that it has more of a chewy body. Like it has a weedy, chewy middle that you can sink your teeth into. But the hopping is like exactly where it should be. It's not in your face. It's not, I wish there were more hops. This is
It's a little something.
a beer made in a wind tunnel. It is
it's the wheat.
optimized. It's the wheat, right? It's the chewy wheat inside the structure.
That's fun.
Yeah, incognito could be. It could be the cocoa nut oil.
Yeah, I who knows? Maybe I'm just allergic to coconuts too.
Exactly. Here, I need to get my laptop real quick.
Huh?
That's not the coconut.
No, the last one is.
Yeah.
Well, and we'll see how they get to that coconut flavor, right?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe the oil. Yeah.
Out here?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm weird with these allergies.
Fair enough.
It's fun. It's a great
I
party
made some
trick.
use of this room.
Like I sound like Darth Vader for about 2 hours, and yeah, it's a good time. Nothing too serious. Like I've never had to go to the hospital for it or anything. But it's a great party trick. Especially when somebody puts a nut in your food to test it out. Voodoo nut juice, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. It's a protein. Yeah, those shandies are great. Yeah. Hey, well, Crimson, it's not like my aunt used to test it. Like she was a crazy Italian aunt, and she's like, "No, you don't have a nut allergy." And would just put a fucking nut in my food to test it, and then for 45 minutes, I'm like.
But that's the. Those are the old techniques.
Right.
Like Nanas.
Yeah, they didn't give a crap.
No.
They just did not give a.
They didn't give a hoot.
They're like, oh, you're allergic? Yeah, go and cry about it. Have a nut.
Yeah, rub some toxins on it.
Yeah.
No, it's a dangerous realm.
Yeah, it's like it's like iocane powder. We're just gonna.
Exactly. Oh
a
yeah,
little bit at a time.
Yeah, exactly. She's just trying to
Get that
She's just
allergy
trying to
away.
help you out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, Monkey Lord. I didn't die. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah. It's like and the reaction is like a throat. It's like a scratchy, itchy throat.
Yeah.
Some like inflammation.
Yep, totally.
Right. But it doesn't.
Go to
but
the
it doesn't
hospital.
kill you.
No.
But it's not your first choice.
But yeah, it's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
On a Saturday night. An 18xx ale.
Yeah. I suspect they've done quite well. You can build a brand on something like that. It's just a workhorse beer, right? Happy Hops is extending out a little bit meaner, a little bit weirder.
I like Happy Hops.
Well, no, I think that it's good too, but it's like, it's definitely turned up. Little something is like, now we understand the name. It is just
A little something.
right in the slot, right? Here, so, Tropical Big Ballard, Juicy IPA, yeah, sure, you betcha. Of course, if you don't know, that is sort of the like Northern Europe of Seattle. Ballard generally is a Norwegian.
That's really funny.
Bulk.
It took a second. I'm like, yeah, sure, you betcha.
Yeah, it is a Norwegian
Okay.
and Swedish. We've got the Norwegian and Swedish gift shops.
I've
We've got
always
the
wanted to go to that
licorice.
Scandinavian
No,
place.
Brenna loves it. Brenna goes there for lunch.
What?
Yeah, she loves that fucking place, dude. She thinks that is where it's at. Now,
Wait, there's a licorice store in Ballard?
well, not just licorice, but it's Northern European specialties, right? And so it's got a grip of licorice. They got the weird double salt licorice. They got like the ammonia licorice that just tastes like poison.
Because that's what I love.
Ammonia is my favorite
Yeah.
flavor in a dessert. Now, so yeah, when it says coconut flavors, that's what makes me think we might be okay here. Right, because they're not going to break it all the way down for us. Right, they won't. But here, we can try.
Samolaki? How do you just pronounce that? Salmaki? Licorice?
Salmiakki, maybe?
Salmak?
Yeah, see, Buddha's in there.
What is
Here,
that?
I'll give this a taste, and I'll tell you if you should have some.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
I'll do the royal taster behavior.
Oh, fuck off with the red vines.
Don't put this in your mouth.
Wow, that smells great, though.
No, it smells great, and it tastes pretty good as well.
I love pineapple in beer. Like, I don't know
kills.
why. It fucking
Because it fucking
yeah.
murders. We should fuck with it.
Ammonia licorice isn't far-fetched because you see comet powder. Yeah. Good point, Ritz.
Yeah. No, this is.
Oh, it's a salty licorice. Okay.
Yeah. So, which is super, super common. So this is nice too. This has, I think it has even more wheat than they experimented with in the Sumpin Sumpin. So it's like drinking a sandwich. Like the palate presence of it is huge. It's mega bittered. But it has, this combination of stone fruity, tropical flavors in the
I
coconut.
see starfruit.
Yeah.
Do you get starfruit from that?
Well,
I haven't had starfruit.
Starfruit is, Josh. I mean, you've had starfruit, right?
I think a little bit. It's
Is it like dragon fruit where there's like no real taste?
yeah, it doesn't stand out.
Yeah, every starfruit that I have ever had has tasted like a different plant.
Yeah.
And I think that we just don't get rad starfruit.
Oh. We're not a starfruit mecca.
It's like how mangoes are essentially a genre
Dude, so I had this
in other countries.
Yeah, I had this mango lager.
And here we have like 2 mangoes.
Yeah.
Right.
Unbelievable. It's called IC is a big company, I guess, in Pittsburgh or in the PA area, a brewing company, IC something.
Yeah.
And they had this IC, it was a light lager mango beer. Unbelievable. I would just drink it all the time if we could get it.
Yeah, so the best parts about this are the huge mouthfeel, and the coconut is just in the finish. So it's really nice. You get this big bittering presence, big wheat, overwhelm, big chew, and then on the way out, the coconut is just like, thanks for stopping by. It's like the cat. It's like the waving cat.
Iron City. Okay, that's what IC stands for.
Are we learning important things?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
I felt like one of those up front is the bittering, and then it tails off, and the other one, it's smooth in the beginning, and then the bite is at the end.
Yeah, right. And then you have for the full spectrum, the happy hop is like as soon as it hits your mouth, it is making a name for itself. So we have taken a full tour of the craw over here. All right, now, so 1241.
We need a theme.
We need a theme to jump in. Now, you have emerged from an incredible historic experience.
Oh yeah, I got nothing. It was a fucking blur between that and Gen Con and everything else.
Oh yeah. No escape. No light can escape.
No. I don't even know what to do.
Oh, it's the Zymurgical Scrivener. Sup, dude? New corny keg installed after some minor degree of mess in the kegerator. Latest batch of homebrew tapped. There we go. Yeah, I'll say 100% success. No, I'm just trying to see if there's a vibe or an energy. I mean, certainly, how was the Gen Con?
Gen Con was amazing.
Laura had a great time, but she thinks as I think many do, that any show would benefit from having enforcers just kind of helping out, directing things,
Sure.
making things move correctly. As an enforcer herself, she's always going to be pledging allegiance to that august body.
Obviously.
Every show should have an enforcer. Now, the RTX cons, they
had
have
the Guardians
They
or
had
something?
Guardians, but a lot of the Guardians were also
the
enforcers.
enforcers.
They're dual class,
Well,
right? They were dual class. Yeah. See, Synaptic, you know what I'm talking about. Winged Victory is the ancient name. Movies, thank you so much. Oh yeah, Tyron. Yes, this is exactly the case. Enforcers. There's a reason why I thank the enforcers first every time we wrap up a show. Now that said, so there's nothing in your recent travails and journeys that might inspire a beverage. Is what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know. I met a lot of really great people, but that's kind of that's what I do.
No,
So-
it's true. That is your energy.
That's my job. But
Something to like there for sure. Any movies?
beer
we
for
riff off?
Deadpool. I haven't-
Now Deadpool is a good
I
because
haven't had a chance
Deadpool
to see
is
it yet.
Deadpool is
No
very.
spoilers.
Oh, don't worry. There'd be no way to spoil it. The truth is that so much crazy shit happens from beginning to end.
It looks insane.
It is clearly nuts.
Yeah.
It's like for some people it's too nuts. For some people it's like overwhelming.
I can't wait to go.
In its
I
craziness.
need to see this movie.
But it's like watching a live action cartoon. I mean, it's what the most profitable R-rated movie of all time.
It's already over $1 billion.
it made $1 billion in 2 weeks. Okay, sure.
There's a 3D version.
Oh, really? Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, especially have you seen it, Josh?
No.
Yeah.
I think one of the other ones in 3D though too, did they?
Yeah,
did
it's
they?
pretty common for spectacle
I
films.
thought so.
Yeah,
Remember
Deadpool
some
1, I
got
think
this
they
with-
did. Well, especially since 3D was huge then.
Yeah.
Like 3D was like a force multiplier.
The problem is that I can't go on social media till I see this because
No,
there's so
no.
many clips
But-
and they're all good and I'm like,
But it makes sense. Like when I'm thinking about the intro, which of course the particulars I won't spoil, but they all know. When I'm thinking about the intro, sometimes you see a scene in a movie that isn't 3D and you're like, did they do that for the 3D version?
yeah.
Something comes up and goes, wow. And it's like, okay, well, I mean.
but they did that in the other movies too, right? So-
Exactly. But no, I think there is a meta Deadpool, like a Deadpool meta beer concept.
What about a Gambit? I love one Gambit and two that Channing Tatum did Gambit and I've seen a couple of the clips and I'm like, it's fucking great. I don't care.
Well, it took over TikTok.
Did it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen well,
With real Cajuns.
Yeah.
Cajuns coming out saying, "We claim this man.
That's awesome.
He is part of the squad."
Yeah. I just love that one scene that they keep doing memes of where it's like, I'm going to make my name today or whatever. It's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like him in front of an old country buffet, him in front of a Pizza Hut.
Oh no,
you know?
yeah. TikTok grabs
Yeah.
the product and goes hog wild. All right, so the truth is we can't really go wrong here. And also, I mean, again, it's not a spoiler for anything useful, but the implication certainly is that Gambit is not afraid of liquor, which I'd buy. If you are Gambit, and you exist in the same world where we live, and your accent is from this place, you do not fear liquor.
We already did a Gambit beer.
Did we?
It's possible. Raging Saison always see
Holy
Gambit fan.
shit.
Perfect. Then I'll just finish poll, and it's like
Loves Gambit.
nothing
it's
happened.
one of probably my favorite X-Men.
Gambit kicks ass.
Yeah.
Dude, Gambit has always kicked ass.
And then remember when League came out? I can't remember the character, the card with the cards. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, so have you
Oh
fucked
yeah. I know what that is.
have you fucked around with X-Men '97? Because there's
I haven't
probably
had a chance yet.
I'm saying just the best Gambit scene of all time is probably in near the end of X-Men
Oh, that's
97
awesome.
season 1. Like if Gambit's your dude, then that's the one. Okay, so now that we know what the theme is, Deadpool.
Yep.
Now we have to figure out how to encompass this. So the whole idea of Deadpool is that Deadpool knows all the stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
Deadpool knows that he is a superhero. He knows that he is in a comic. Somehow he's able to talk to you about being in the comic or the movie based on the comic, right? So
A fourth wall breaking beer, yeah.
exactly. So how do we, from a style perspective, how do we address this,
Ooh, chimichanga beer.
the concept of
The fourth wall.
the cumin taco seasoning, carbonation?
Let's just make a taco here.
Let's fry beer.
Imagine the chunks.
Oh my God! Yeah, at the beginning and the end. But no, I'm saying so. Now that we understand that the concept, style-wise, and we have some pros in here. We got Zymurgical Scrivener. We got Orion. We got a few people who, are ready to address this conceptually, right? So, what do we think in terms of a style that can wink at itself? I mean, to me, it seems like Saisons and Belgians are, to me, they're fundamentally funny. Like, they took, like, these bugs are making something that, they're making beers that don't taste like beers in the classic sense. Pepper, horse blanket, right, over on the Saison side, and then the Belgian side, really crazy flavors.
So one of the scenes
Funny
that
flavors.
Yeah. One of the scenes I did see was where he's talking to another Deadpool that is his clone, like the guy that plays him.
Yeah,
and then
nice
that
one.
and that guy does a fourth wall break. I fucking lost it.
I'm telling you,
lost
man,
it.
it's hilarious. Now for Ryan, it's
But he
too
has the
much.
golden guns, so
Exactly.
maybe we do a golden beer.
Exactly. Oh, see, there you go. Now we're talking. Here, so let's get some styles together.
I think. Oh God. What would, so I like a Belgian blonde.
Yep. Also golden,
Also
right?
Lady Deadpool. Just saying.
Yeah. Ooh, correct. That's a nice meta angle too.
I think. Shit. I just had. What about a Kolsch?
Oh, perfect golden technique.
But that's also. It's like classic flavors, but nobody sees it coming. Like once you drink it, like you're like, oh.
Absolutely.
What about fourth wall
Huge
breaking?
winner. Oh, here is Zymurgical Scrivener. Oh, hey, now you're not wrong. What was that Aussie style? They're talking about that
Oh, the
sparkling.
Australian sparkling ale? Yeah.
Australian sparkling would definitely kill
Oh, yeah.
golden wise. Yeah. It is good. All right.
Just like Lone Brown Heineken. So, again, at Pentagon, the second Wednesday of the event, the Quebecians,
Quebec what?
they all get mini kegs of Heineken.
Yeah,
Like it's like
Yeah,
this big. It's
totally.
like
Little
a
pony keg?
gallon and a half,
Yeah.
maybe.
for sure.
And Heineken just makes them, right? And you just
Yeah, totally.
And everybody gets their own keg, and your job is to drink it by the end of the day, and it's a race to see who can drink it the quickest.
Oh God, no! I feel like this could go so bad.
Oh, it's
I
great.
know-
It's hilarious.
Listen, I know.
It's only a gallon and a half of beer. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
that
I mean,
much.
I feel like I could handle it.
But they're all
pretty
carrying
fast.
these little Heineken kegs around the woods. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Now that part is funny. No, the one, I've told this story too many times, but like the one time I was in that context at all and experienced a drinking contest inside of these SCA houses, it was at the ragged edge of my ability to comprehend.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy.
Oh yeah. It was. Yeah. That was.
It was fucking nuts. Because it's like, I'm there, and I'm there with you guys, who everybody knows. So they just assume that I'm in, that I'm cool, and I know what's going on, and that I have some context. I don't. I don't. I just stumbled around this thing the whole time. I was like trying to play it off. Like the very first night, I had my tent set up, and I did not have enough blankets.
Oh yeah, you were freezing that night.
I was so cold in my tent with the stuff on. Like I had a sleeping bag and shit. I was so cold that I was scared. I was like in the tent, but I was like so scared. But I'm like, no, man, I can't tell. I
can't tell the boys
These guys finally let me come out here. I can't be like, no. And then I got out in the morning, and I'm like, I was so cold.
Yeah.
I was too cold.
And then Mike was like, I would have given you a blanket.
Well, no. He gave me a
Yeah.
fucking fur cape.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never cold again.
Yeah.
I am warm now because I wore that cape 8 years ago. Like, that's how powerful that cape was. Now, listen, and they are not wrong. If we're going golden, we cannot gainsay their choice. Australian sparkling, for sure.
Okay.
That is a winner.
Oh, so the funny thing is,
Yeah.
so you get the golden spigot.
If you win?
If you win. But so on the top of these things, they have like one of those, like, you know,
pumps?
but it looks like the ketchup dispenser. You ever see like the
Yeah.
spout on a ketchup dispenser?
Absolutely.
So what they do is they rip them off. This one dude has like a necklace that looks like, you know, like the bone necklace of all of these that he's been
I
doing.
know it is.
Right?
He's like the Kurgan of drinking Heineken in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
I'm like,
dude,
you
God bless.
I'm like, you nerd. It was great.
God bless, all right? Now, so Australian sparkling, we know that it's good, and a lot of times when we have made it, it's been a little bit more on the paler side, just to play around with the style. But if we're trying to go for these golden guns, and then anytime we can wink at the process, these characters, any refs we can toss in, of course they'll help us on the numerics.
Yeah, totally.
Certainly hop choice is vital. But I'm saying we can make this a little more golden color maybe than style asks for. Right?
There are red beer that's surprising. The only one I know is amber.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a Flanders red.
Yeah, amber. Flanders red is very surprising. Back in the day, Tony from Micro Homebrew, when he came in,
Oh, yeah.
he let us tap into his Flanders red.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I love reds. And then I was like, oh, this is a sour.
This is sour, yeah.
When you say
this
Flanders,
isn't
what you mean is sour.
Sour, yeah, this is not the same.
No, that was pretty real, because that was before Tongue Flair and before all the attempts that we have made to
Get you to like a sour?
well, to give me entree into the style.
Yeah.
Right? And eventually we got there. But and now I get it. And now I can taste something that I objectively is not my palate, but I can tell that it's done well, and I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it as a style.
Right.
But that was before, but it was a guest in our house, and he's like, "Oh, try this. This is
Yeah,
my
like,
own homebrew." And I'm like,
I love it. Bring it back again another
Spit.
time.
"No." All right, here. So we got to get our guardrails.
Yep.
All right. Tomboy notes it is.
So the ABV is usually between 4.5 and 6.
Okay.
But if we want to give it a little zhuzhing, we can do 6.5 or 7.
4.5, 6. I love what I'm seeing.
Or we could go down and make it super drinkable.
Yeah, true.
It's
just go
like,
weird.
Like tons of bullets, right?
Yeah. It's death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah. Maybe make it a 4 or...
Yeah, I'm saying, here, we're going to start at 4.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go 5.5. And then we'll go 7. There's some pretty surprising options inside there. If something that looks like this comes out and it is laid down in front of you and it's a 7, you will be shocked as hell.
Yeah.
If it comes out and it's a 4, you're also a little bit shocked.
But you can just have...
You're not gonna be ready.
No. You're just gonna...
When
it finally hits you after like 7 of them?
No, it's like Fist of the North Star. Are we familiar with Fist of the North Star?
I only watched the movie, not the series.
Same. But
Oh yeah, got it over 4 on the 4th wall.
You're already dead. It's like, I mean, I have this like on my link bar. I watch this video all the time. It's like 10 seconds.
I haven't seen it.
Exactly right, Orion Rogue.
Anime experiences.
Oh, right. That was
Way back in the day.
no. See, so Josh is saying it's one of the first anime experiences, and that's exactly right, because that was in Blockbuster's Japanimation section.
Wow, that's.
It was in the Japanimation section. We were not using the term anime yet. A lot of bubblegum crisis in that area, in that region. All right, here. Now, Pwn Stick. This is what I'm saying. 7 definitely breaks the fourth wall.
But 4 is the
a good
fourth
vibe.
wall.
It's the literal fourth wall.
wall.
You can't lose. So I'll let that cook for a second. No, Demetrius, no, it was not 2 weeks.
No, it was like 2 years
I
at least.
promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you.
It had
that
a good
was
run.
Not 2 weeks.
It had a good run.
Okay. Oh yeah, New Dominion Tank Police. Ooh. All kinds of hot shit. Akira.
Oh yeah, I love them.
He's right on the micro scene. He's got the motorcycle. He's like, Nyin.
So I used to ride motorcycles all the time. My dream was always to have somebody make me that bike. And people have been trying to recreate it, but there's only been 1 or 2 people that have been able to kind of get close.
So there's a trailer now for Tron Ares.
I saw that.
And they're riding light cycles on the street, and they're projecting the beam out and cutting cars. Like, I love Tron a lot. I love Tron a lot. And I love Tron enough, and I like 9 Inch Nails enough to. I'm
Give it a go? You're gonna give it? Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a go for sure. I liked the
I like
Uprising.
Legacy.
I like Legacy. I like Uprising.
Was Uprising the anime one?
Here, Uprising is really cool, actually. Yeah. It's the
Anime.
series. Yeah. There's a video game too, but I have not. There's a relatively new video game.
Did not play that.
Have not played it.
That's one of the. If I had a choice of all arcade machines, cabinets, that would be my. That's the cabinet I want. It's like $3,000 to $4,000 now if it's in good condition.
Well, and that's an aberration. Like, a lot of arcade machines are way cheaper than people think, unless it's the one that people want.
Right.
But it had the custom stick.
Oh, everything.
Custom
the light
cabinet.
up, all the neon or the blacklight stuff. I love that. That was one of my favorite
The
games to
chiptune
play.
version of the soundtrack. Oof. Different options. You have the tanks. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, ABV, we Gucci Gang. Now, next up, let's take a look at this SRM, because of course we want to move into a golden realm. So let's take a look.
So it's usually between 4 and 7.
Exactly, but just because it's between 4 and 7 doesn't mean that we can't mess around with it. Now, 4, to my mind, on the lighter side, I think that we can do, you know what? We are going to go from 3 to 7.
Ooh.
Because the 3,
Getting a little crazy.
it's got a nice angle there. 3.5 is a significant distinguishing factor, and 7, perfect. All right. So let's take a look at this. We're talking about these golden guns. You were gonna lose it. You're gonna fucking
I can't
lose
wait to see
dude.
it.
I was there with.
I'm seeing so many clips, and I'm just like, every single one is fucking. I'm laughing my ass off.
And this is the thing that I think some people actually have an issue with, is that the movie is almost like it has been made up of TikToks. And I don't mean that in a. I mean, I liked it.
Yeah.
But do you see what I mean?
I get
you know
that.
how like Avengers, like older Avengers movies, like the Whedon era, the Whedon era shit, which the Russo era I think just demolished. But it had to get started somewhere, right? Where it's just like joke. Deadpool versus Wolverine is almost like clip.
Yeah, but isn't that the point of it?
No.
Like,
I think it works.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that I can understand why there might be somebody who sits down and wants something that's linear.
oh,
And what they get
okay.
instead is a series of 8 to 20 second clips. And they lose the through line, right?
Oh, weird. Okay.
I mean, it's surprising shit for sure. Okay.
Yeah. God damn, I can't wait to see this movie.
No, you're in for a treat, dude. It's just murder. It's murder. All right. I mean, that is what it is.
I think 5's going to win this one.
Five has got this in the slot. I mean, look at it. That looks luscious. That looks delicious. That is the one. All right, so let me add that to the notes. We're looking at SRM 5. Now, Ibu.
So, bitterness. This isn't a super bitter beer, but we could make it one.
We could. There could be a prank here. There could be a prank here with the sparkling, friendly golden beer that hurls you into a huge dumpster full of hops.
That metallic bite at the bullet.
Yeah, it's usually 20 to 35 IBUs, which is nowhere near IPA territory.
Here, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do 20. We're going to do 35, which is the style ceiling. And then we're going to do 50. 180?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind, but Eric says that it is beyond the human tongue's ability to perceive.
Yeah.
You'll grow a second tongue.
Yes, no, exactly. Just by being exposed to this mutagen.
Well, anything above 85, your tongue can't.
That's what
taste
they say.
the flavor.
But that doesn't keep people from going wild, right? Like The Alchemist.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not saying you can't do it.
Eddie
I'm just
Copper is over that. And what happens when the bittering red lines is just a different experience, right? It's another. It's not. You're not experiencing bitterness. You're experiencing like the top of the scale, but then it just buzzes in your mouth. All right. Yeah, so next time I'm down there, next time I'm down in Oz, I'm going to look around for these sparkling ales because I've had more sparkling ales on this show than
I've ever
seen in Oz proper. Sorry, I have to, you know how it is. Right? I have to take a look at our handiwork. Yes. Cereal. Breakfast cereal. Last call. Yeah, those grains are getting fat. They are getting plump in there. It is filling the place out.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It is filling that container. And obviously they know because we hit it with the overhead can.
Oh, 50, like a 50 cal. Sorry, ADD kicked in.
Oh, hey, it's right. And Clementine, what a pleasure. Now, did you get enough stickers from your Auntie Laura? You got a good supply? All right, good.
She's like, like more stickers? That's a potential?
But no, she was trying to lay them on there. Yeah. We got more stickers, trust me. No, so what we have found is that stickers is crazy.
They're a thing.
This is what we've determined. So our Gen Con booth had tons of really cool stickers based on Dave's D&D posters.
Yeah, I've determined we're just going to become a sticker company.
But and this is what Mike's into. Yeah. Mike is making these stickers and putting them up.
That's all we're going to sell from now on.
They're amazing.
That's it.
Like they kick ass. And then but I've come up with the next level sticker concept.
Jesus, man, don't give
I'm
it
not
out.
going to say anything. I think I already said it at one point. But what I'm saying is that that's where stickers.
Yep.
This is where they shift and warp and become the currency of a new age. I think I've discovered the plan.
The new POG.
I think I have discovered POG 2.0. POGs as NFTs. That's right. You heard me. No.
Too soon? Jesus.
Yeah, probably. 50 on the IBU. So we have got a golden sparkling ale. It's going to be set in front of you. You're going to be like, ah, yes.
And then you're going to be like, oh,
refreshing.
No.
And then you'll be like, oh, wait, hold on. This is a trick from the Pacific Northwest. Oh yeah, we have. Oh no, and it's at 7. This is a monster. It's going to come over and look like a pilsner or a lager, and you're going to get shit faced. All right. So we have figured it out. We have the technology. We know how to produce this wicked attack. I have got the guardrails in place. Now we have but to begin building our grain bill.
Cool. So the first 2 grains we're going to use, one would be 2-row. This is classic, balanced, used in everything.
It is basically the raw material of beer, generally.
Yeah, or oddly enough, we can use Maris Otter. This is an English pale malt.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We could use rye to spice it up a little bit, but we'll do that later if we want.
Yeah, we'll hit that later. I'm shocked as hell that you did not offer Golden Promise.
You can do that too, if you feel like it.
Now, Golden Promise, just, for
Sweeter.
For those of you who are in the back.
Sweeter like that sweet little Deadpool dog.
There you go. Now you have all the information that you need. The Jerry's special pick ingredient, well, in this particular case, incognito,
I feel like, Demetrius, you could use English in an Australian beer. I'm just saying, it was an English colony.
Prison colony?
Yeah, prison colony. So I feel like it's wildly appropriate.
It could work. It could work. Now, let me hit up this Maris Otter. So this is it's like a British base malt?
Mm-hmm. British pale.
Interesting.
Yeah, don't tell the Aussies that. They don't know.
Oh, it's breadier?
Yeah. It committed malt crimes.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
But it's almost reaching, it differentiates. 2-row is like so clean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maris Otter has a rough upbringing, right?
It's rough.
Maris Otter grew up on the wrong side of the
prison?
tracks, but might have spent some time in jail.
Yeah. Ooh. Over Behind Under, our good
really
friend
good.
from Artis Opus.
Oh, well, there you go. An absolute pleasure. I'll be putting my Artis Opus tools to work later today on some battle mechs. All right. Now, so right now it's between Maris Otter and Golden Promise.
We could do a split, 50-50.
Listen, that would be
Hilarious. 2 pistols.
No, I hit hide from overlay, and there was 1 vote there at the end. But I think that's the right call, is to do a Maris Golden Promise split. Get that sweet clean, and then get that breadier richness from the Maris. That will be shocking against the color profile. That's going to be some surprising shit.
Okay.
Oh, hey, MW. How you doing?
EMW. Okay.
Over Behind Under, 100%. It's bi-directional for sure. Man, I painted my ass off. Once we get everything in here set up for the painting stream, it's not going to require as much of an interruption between the two. Probably is 2 o'clock probably going to be okay, Josh? For painting, yeah. So yeah, around 2, at least our time, in about 50 minutes or so, we'll jump in and go wild. But I painted this piece of terrain to within an inch of its life. I think that you will be very happy with it. For some reason, when I paint terrain, I come alive.
You are like a terrain, like...
Tyrannosaurus.
I'm a Tyranid, I think is the... Which bad pun do you like better? Be careful.
You know which one.
You know which one, God damn it.
Yeah.
All right,
A
now.
Terraniac. There you go.
Yeah.
A Pteranodon.
See, now we're
Nice.
talking. I'll show you. It's fucking whacked out, dude. But I mean, it's just like that stuff when we wanted to get super into Warcry.
He is a Terraniac.
And I went potentially. But I went nuts on that terrain.
Yeah, it was
and we used
amazing.
it for years. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Still use it.
It's just at Kiko's house now. I think that's what they use over there when he plays with Alex. He is sequestered it.
We're going to need that back
No, we need
for
it.
4th edition.
Oh, God. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for 4th. Everything that's in that base. I mean, I went ahead and painted up a model just because what they had done to it rules-wise in the new edition. I was like, I won't play without this model. It's too good. It's like an Ardboy. So Ardboys are most of my force.
Oh, I know. It's ridiculous. I hate them.
I have 40 of them, right? This is the Ardboy Big Boss is just like, he bullies them
to bully you.
The same way that like Orc Brutes bully the Ardboys. He is like their own internal bully. I can't wait. No, I don't have much in the way of endless spells, Crimson. That isn't how I
but
play.
I do.
But you do, and Kiko.
I got a new terrain piece, a new endless terrain piece or whatever.
What is it?
I can't remember what it's called, but it's some kind of shrine, and it looks awesome. And I got to paint it.
I'm in.
It's
here,
for my Slaves of Darkness.
Well, no, of course it is. Yeah, I'm saying that if you're looking for somebody to paint terrain, I know somebody.
I got a guy.
Here, I got a guy. Now, so we're gold. Our base is already put together with 2 really strong options.
Yeah.
What's next?
So we could just add a touch of caramel to this if we wanted.
Yeah, angle here. So what do we give them flavor notes, and you can choose the particulars.
Caramel, bitter, or roasted. Actually, not roasted. That'd be too.
It'll change the color too
fucking-
much, right?
I know, it'd just be weird in that style.
But weird in that style may not be
Yeah.
outside the realm here. We'll consider it. I'll just put it in. So, caramel tone,
Yep.
roasted.
Bready or honey.
Yeah. So these are just all. What do we want to have in the body of this when we're putting it back?
What's in your chamber?
What's in your wallet? Well, and this will be better because then you can just choose the one that is correct.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to deliver this. But obviously, honey malt is real. Honey malt. In fact, it's right here.
Yeah, give it a rip.
Jesus. It even smells like honey, even though it's a fucking seed.
What's in your crawlet?
What the hell? So it's a little bit harder.
A little bit of rock and roll. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can see like the relationship. I can see where this travels through other
and time? Oh.
Yeah, basically, but through other hard grains. But there is no mistaking that finish is like a honey bite.
Oh yeah.
It's weird. It's like how we were using Tet. And then all this, for some reason, Tet was delivering these like, in this specific configuration of malt, it was delivering these crazy herbal,
Yeah.
and that was the main thing that came out. With this, like this is a seed, right? It's a barley seed of some kind, but there is no mistaking that finish. Oh, listen, that's great news because that's what they want in there.
Oh,
So-
totally. Yeah. Oh, awesome. The honey.
Dude, honey against the rest of the backdrop we've established.
Yeah.
Here is going to be out of control.
Okay, so let's talk about our hops.
All right. Horp.
So,
And we do have, I mean, at 50, you know, this is going to be present.
yeah, but we could do something fucking crazy.
What do you got?
Galaxy.
Oh, Galaxy's nuts, yeah. Galaxy is...
It doesn't
Galaxy's
play well with others.
No,
and it just fucking.
Yeah, but you're right, though. That's the vibe. It is singular, right? Here, but do the flavor profile of Galaxy, because it's nuts.
It's passion fruit with peach and citrus. It's just a super fruity hop.
But the thing about it is that it's like, it has these fruity tastes, but it has the way that it arrives at them has a lot of minerality.
Yeah.
There's almost like, not in a bad way, but like a Flintstones vitamin type
Correct.
soil minerality to the fruit taste. And that's what makes it go to hell If you put something else alongside this, like it's rich, it's fruity, but then it has all these base notes down here, it becomes disgusting. And we've had beers, expensive beers, that are like, hey, this is Galaxy. What was the other one? It was
Comet.
yeah, it was Galaxy and Comet. And we're like, okay, I mean, I understand that these words are related.
These hops don't work well together. But then I had that beer that I sent you, and I'm like, oh my God, they made Galaxy work with another hop.
Exactly. Yeah. So Galaxy does not play well with others. Very Deadpool energy. What else are we looking for?
Pacific Jade. This is peppery and citrusy.
Pepper and citrus.
Black powder, right? Gunpowder.
Perfect. Okay.
Bow, bow, bow.
These are two heavy
solid
hitters.
ones, yeah.
Like let's just hit the. Let's just throw the lever. Yeah, pepper. B-Town. Look, if you like pepper and citrus, we've got the hop for you. Jump in. Pone Stick. Chaotic Great Games. Subscribe with Prime. Obviously, we love it. Thank you so much. And obviously, thank you to Jeff Bezos, who we revere in this house. But no, Pone Stick. That is what makes it strange, because in your mind, those flavors that we've enunciated, stone fruits, rich citrus, passion fruit, which is like an odd, sweet angle. It has those, yes, but there is that substrate under them that really, because those are all sharp, tart tastes. In a Belma or a lemon drop, they like hit the tongue and you know exactly what's happening. We had beers during the tasting phase that are like that. Galaxy will not let you off that easy. Galaxy fills the rest of the palate with just presence. It just fills up every mode you have for sensing, soluble inside the beer. It's crazy pants. But now we're talking. Well, yeah, I mean, B-Town, you're not messing around. And then, thanks, Chaotic Great. Wands Jr., what an absolute pleasure. On board.
Hey,
Yeah, not hot honey fan. I mean, obviously that's in a specific place. But if you look at the rest of this build, and then you think about a little herbal taste like a black pepper and citrus, and you're placing that alongside the rest of what we're doing here, mwah, unbelievable. So Pacific Jade it is.
Okay.
Now you're looking for a yeast.
What was our IBU?
The IBU is 50, if you can believe it. How much Pacific Jade do we need to put in there to get to 50?
1 ounce.
Okay, so the full bag?
Almost on the dot.
Perfect. Convenience itself.
Pacific Jade has a 13% alpha.
There we go. Well, that'll be an easy measure. So now we're looking for the yeast. Now, Australian sparkling.
So classic ones for this would be a British ale. Jeez, where the hell is my... this is going to be fruity, tart.
Nutty.
Crisp, dry.
There we go, dry. Yeah, and I think that we've all had that. We
could do something weird
profile.
and do a French Saison, which gives it a more farmhouse feel to it, a taste. Estery, peppery, spicy, citrusy.
Yeah, I'm going to put farmhouse, spicy, strange. That's what it is. Especially against the rest of these ingredients. Now, do you have a...
Farmhouse?
What's that?
What do you mean by farmhouse?
Farmhouse is a specific flavor profile inside French Saison yeasts that offers an odd herbal angle. These are the esters, right? It offers an odd herbal energy. It's not a sour. It isn't considered a sour, but it is on the way to a sour similar to, I would say that it's like it's a more intransigent
Yeah.
Belgian, right? It's like a Belgian that isn't trying to make friends, right? It's willing to be a little bit more itself.
I think London Ale 3 would be pretty cool too.
What do you got?
This is actually light and fruity, but very sweet.
Yeah, and that's ultimately like all of the movies.
That's like the overarching.
All of the movies
Meta.
are actually very. This is the funny thing about Deadpool. It's all potty words and mean stuff and ultra violence, but the narrative core, like the heart of each of those movies, is actually like really old school comic hero, bordering on like Superman levels of like explicit heroism for
Right.
heroism's sake.
Right.
And he has to resist it the whole time.
Right, because that's the point of the character.
Because that's the point of the character. But at the end of the day, right, that's the energy. That's actually what he's doing, right? Which, I mean, I think is cool. That's the funny thing. It's like so many of these comic movies, like DC just went off the deep end being dark and weird.
Right.
And I don't
hate it.
No,
like
I don't
there's a
hate
place.
it. I don't hate it. There's a place for it. The Batman movies are very dark, but like the Justice League, some of the stuff is just weird. It's not.
You don't need super dark. There are super dark comics, right?
Yes,
but like,
exactly.
That's not the point
And
of a
you-
superhero.
no,
like you can be
no.
dark, but also be edgy and funny and have a good time.
But like the idea of a dark Superman, like you can do the dark Superman after you have earned it.
Yeah, totally.
But you have to earn it by getting cats out of trees. Like I know that it's like dumb, but I will be shocked as hell when Superman comes back. Superman is going to be an unambiguous hero.
Right.
There's not going to be any darkness. Superman isn't going to let 1,000 people get killed so he can fight in skyscrapers.
Right, right.
This is not going to happen. They did Cavill dirty on
Oh
that.
my God, I'm pissed.
They did
I'm
Cavill
mad for him.
dirty.
Yeah, he is Superman.
London Ale 3. Yeah, man, I think we've cooked up something really nice here. That is going to be rock solid for sure. Now, we do need our Deadpool name for our Australian sparkling ale.
I think the
Josh.
40K show got canceled, actually, unfortunately.
Which one?
The 40K show that they were going to do.
But it's still
still
in limbo,
in
But I
limbo?
mean, I don't think it means anything good.
Yeah. I'm going to be bummed if it does. I'm really going to be bummed.
Yeah, I mean, there's some decent animated stuff on Warhammer TV.
Oh, yeah,
so
but-
I would love a series. An
I
Eisenhorn
was just about to say that, an
series
Eisenhorn series?
makes
Are you
perfect
kidding me?
sense, right? And then you can do Ravener.
Or a Gilliman, right? Like,
Oh yeah. Well, No Fear would be an amazing series. Like chapter by chapter.
Oh my God.
Because it's hyper chronological.
yeah, it'd be easy to get people into it, right? It would be a good entry,
It wouldn't
like
be
an
it wouldn't be
on-ramp.
complex because
Well,
that's
no, because it's linear, right? Like,
well, yeah, because that's really No Fear is really where the heresies, like there are actions, but No Fear is where the word bearers make it happen, and it's vile, right? And that's what the book is about. Is like it requires what chaos demands is a warping of like the bonds of brotherhood and fellowship, and to the extent that you bend and break those bonds, that's how powerful the spell is.
Right.
And so the betrayal has to be at the maximum level for the spell to work.
Sparkling Jackman. I forgot Hugh Jackman was Australian.
Yeah.
That's even funnier.
We got Drunk Pool, we're loving it.
Break the froth wall. The froth wall is good.
Yes, Chaotic Great Games. I'm referring here to the Primordial Annihilator. TV Ale. Very tasty. We're loving that. The Marvel Cinematic Bruniverse.
I think you just put the Bruniverse.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Crimson. It's basically just rumors that it exists. So
Yeah.
who knows? Now that's starting to smell. Those grains are starting to
Smells
smell
same.
right. You got a cam on those, George?
Woo.
Yeah. So look how much darker it is on that roasted barley after another couple rounds. Yowza! All right. Well, listen. We got 5 classics here. Let's hit it. Take a look at these bad boys. These dangerous gentlemen. This is it.
The malt with the mouth. That's fucking funny. I missed that.
Yeah. So, Clank stream that we want to do
Next to Thursday.
next Thursday? Right here. Jack Lemmon, next Thursday. What time?
3?
3. Next Thursday at 3 o'clock, Mr. Lemon, can we rely on you
To clank with us.
for a Clank sponsored stream? Now, I mean, I have to tell you ahead of time because you haven't played it as much as we have. This motherfucker, he's bad.
Oh, I love Scott. Are we talking about Scott?
No,
Oh.
Scott's a pimp. No, I mean Jack Lemmon
Oh, is he just
in Clank,
is he dirty?
filthy.
Motherfucker.
He is
Going down.
filthy nasty.
Yep, going down.
And it shouldn't surprise anyone that Bueland is also quite
Quite good. So we're fucked.
good at video
Yeah.
games generally that require the intellect.
So I love Scott from Direwolf, and I love him even more. I sat in the booth
You
with him
got a chance to kick it with him, right?
for like a half an hour at Gen Con, and all we did was talk Lord of the Rings. He's a Lord of the Ring nut.
Oh, yeah.
Like he has a wall, like his whole house is Lord of the Rings.
Oh, man.
He has the 10th or the collector's edition of War of the Ring, and he's like,
Is
oh,
that
you
his
mean
dream?
this? I don't know.
I wonder, like, because they make so many great games.
Yeah,
but those licenses are always locked up for super long-term things. Like, what if Paul Denon got his mitts?
Are you kidding me? It'd be insane.
Right? So imagine War of the Ring plus
Yeah.
Dune Imperium.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine it.
Right? Where we're sending our people out, big asymmetry, right? Malt with a mouth.
That's great.
That's the one. All right. Well, hey, it turned out great. 100% success. Huge success, as they say. Now, we are going to radically reconfigure this space. It's not going to take very long because Kiko is out. He no feel so good. But we are going to
Paint a lot of BattleTech.
we're going to paint a lot of mechs for our show now that the new Op4 Sword of Blake has been revealed and their livery has been discussed briefly inside the show.
Oh, that's right.
Now it's time to figure out what it might look like on the table. So that's going to be, like, honestly, that's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, so the ones that I have, I think, are all going to be Sword of Blake. Are you painting something else?
I got the new rifle pack.
Oh, no, you have
tanks.
stuff from the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So you've got helicopters, tanks, hovercrafts, like stuff that we haven't really seen on the field. Because in truth, like we've done all battle mechs all the time, but the conflicts that take place in the inner sphere are often sort of multilateral.
Yeah.
When you muster troops, you have to go with what you've got, and that doesn't always mean a battle mech.
Right.
Right? So that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see that. But anyway, yeah. So roll back through about 2 or so, and we are going to get wild on some BattleTech stuff for Black Remnant. Until then, let me just seize the machinery of the universe.